Hey guys, how's it going? It's Douglas here at John Boy Productions, bringing you another Screaming Ghostface video. So guys, today's video should be pretty short and sweet. We only have a few items to look at, and only two things to unbox, because one of the things I already opened, because it didn't have a name on the package when it arrived. So first up on this video, I would like to show you guys the Easter Unlimited alternate mold T-stamp. This is actually something that was sent to me by John Plonsky, yet again, another name you guys hear quite often. This was an eBay listing, and I had never seen one of these with hand-cut eyes, and in fact you very seldom see these types, or at least very few of them have popped up to my knowledge. Looking at it from the front, you would assume that this is just a standard EU or Easter Unlimited Made in China stamp mask, and it definitely appears that way. But when you flip it to look on the chin, it actually says EU Ink Made in China T. Now, why this is a little bit different from your normal Easter Unlimited stamps, and also from your normal EU T stamp, is normally when we say EU, it's an abbreviation of Easter Unlimited. Typically, a lot of these EU stamp masks that we find that typically look a lot like these usually have Easter Unlimited, the full word, typed out, Made in China, stamped on the chin down here. Usually, the T-stamps also say Easter Unlimited, Made in China, and then have in the parentheses, or in brackets, a T-stamp. This one actually just has EU Ink, so E.U.Ink. It's abbreviated for some reason, and it has, of course, the Made in China stamp, and then the T. Now, looking at the lettering on this, it looks like it could have been hand-carved, so this leads me to believe that these were possibly a very, very early iteration of the standard Easter Unlimited stamp mask, but possibly produced by the factory that produces the T-stamps. But like I said, it doesn't really resemble the other style T-stamps. Also, from what I understand, these are the style masks that are found on cryptic gauze masks. Unfortunately, I no longer have one here to compare, but hopefully some point in the future I can find another one and we can do a side-by-side comparison. But very odd indeed. And like I said, it has hand-cut eyes, or maybe I didn't mention that earlier, I don't know. But this one actually has hand-cut eyes, kind of like an earlier mask, like a Gen 1, or even some Gen 2s. So found that to be quite odd and interesting, so another odd type to add to the collection. Next up we have a package here from Darby Drakmore, aka Hammerhead222. At least I believe that was his YouTube username. He basically messaged me from one of the forums on Facebook, I think it was actually the Crimson Ghost Mask Room forum, and was like, hey, I see you have a lot of Scream stuff. I don't know if you're interested in this, probably not, it's nothing crazy, but found it, was wondering if you'd want to buy it. And I will show you guys what that item is. Oh wow, I didn't even know it still had the original box. The Made in China sticker on the bottom. Ah yes, now we finally have something to top the Scream pencil. Are you guys ready? Finally, Ghostface pin. Well, I said Ghostface pin, but it actually is a Scream pin. It does not have the Ghostface branding on it. In fact, it says the Ultimate Scream Collection on DVD. Hopefully give you guys a good look at that. You probably can't read this at all. And I don't know if you noticed the cap there, but there actually is a promotional image of Ghostface. I do believe that that is a Gen 2 image. Could be wrong. And I don't know if you guys can see that tiny little red button there, but this thing actually does something. So let's press it and see what happens. Had to try it a couple more times just to see if it had any other sounds, but it just does the one scream, but still pretty cool. It's like really weird stuff from the 90s, like this kind of marketing that to me was very interesting. Like, did they sell these? Did they give them away? Like, hey guy, you gonna buy the new Scream collection on DVD? Is this pin that screams make you want to buy it anymore? Regardless, it's a pretty cool promo piece. I have not seen another one in the hands of collectors. Not saying that they're not out there. I'm sure plenty of people have them, but I personally have not seen them on any of the forums, posted up in people's collection videos, etc. So if you actually happen to have one of these or know where they came from, please let me know in the comment section down below. Oh, and he actually did decide to include this as well. I totally forgot about this, but he showed me this and offered it to me. So what we have here is a Masters of Horror Anchor Bay Entertainment pin, and it has a projector here. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Probably not very well, but pressing the button, it actually projects an image of the cover artwork, or the logo for Master of Horrors, if you guys know what I'm talking about. It projects it, so that's pretty freaking cool. And also, coincidentally, this fits into my collections because Masters of Horror is technically Buckethead related. So I'm very fucking thankful that you sent me this. Alright, and next up is the large package for today's video, and this should be something a little bit more exciting than the couple of previous things we looked at. The mask was pretty cool, but I mean, it's not that crazy of a mold, just a very weird oddball mask. And the pin is pretty cool. Whew. You guys excited to see this? I'll go ahead and show it to you in the box just because it looks really cool receiving one of these in a box. So, here we have a vintage Fun World 6-foot ghoul. Check that out. I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. Oh, we're knocking down lights over here, but I never said this was a professional show, damn it. Alright, so let's take a look. I have never owned one of these before, and this is my first time seeing one of these in person. And wow, could not have chosen a better copy of this to pick up for several different reasons. For one, you very seldom ever see these in the box. You also very seldom ever see these complete, in or out of the box. The few copies I have seen in the box usually are missing the body, usually missing the feet too. Sometimes they keep the hands, usually just the head. You guys have probably seen several of the heads just by themselves for sale. They're a pretty common thing to pop up, and they kind of look unofficial for a reason I'll show you guys here in a minute, but I'm just going to take a second and look over this box. Light up eyes, eerie scream, walk by activated. Scare up some spine-tingling thrills and chills, 6 feet of frightful decorating fun. Just turn on switch, and every time you walk by this funky phantom, his eyes blink in a strobe effect and you'll hear an eerie scream. Looks great all night. Eyes will continue blinking. Light up strobe eyes, eerie scream, easy to assemble, reusable. Use indoors or outdoors. Assembly instructions on back panel and requires batteries that are not included. Obviously, this also has the Frankenstein style packaging from Fun World. I think that they usually do this for most of their electronic or battery operated stuff. At least that's what I've noticed, but wow, I'm just really shocked at the condition of this box. It's a little bit messed up in the way that it's been scribbled on with a pen, but overall the box is not torn up. It's not faded. The advertising on here looks really good. Let's see, on the back you've got some images of him like sitting, chilling inside of a closet, standing on the front porch, and it says, create a haunting outdoor scene, hang him and hide him for a surprise, or a spooktacular guest for home, school, and office. Here's a cool image of him chilling with a Frankenstein. I believe Fun World also did a version of those that were pretty much the same thing, but Frankenstein. Also, check out this image here on the top. Some haunting decorating ideas. Hang on a porch, from a tree or an awning, or in a doorway. Sit in a chair, on the stoop, or on a porch swing. Hide in a closet or corner. Create a graveyard scene or place in a coffin. Easy to assemble for indoor and outdoor use. And then pretty much a lot of the same write-up that was on the sides. So, let's go ahead and take a look inside here. Here we have his hands. For some reason at the time, they were giving Ghostface, or the Scream Stalker, skeleton hands. Next up, here is his body. His full body does look to be complete. It's open at the top, however, it doesn't look like he's been unfolded before. And from the listing, I don't think he has been used. Here we have his head. Surprisingly, out of all the times I've seen these, I thought they were a lot bigger. I thought they'd be a little bit bigger, but they're really about 1 for 1. Granted, he is the 6-foot stalker. I guess he's supposed to be pretty much a life size, but still. Sounds like we got some stuff rattling around inside, but everything seems to be in order here. His shoes are a little dirty, but they're complete, so he seems to be all in here. Also, I just noticed that original sticker price, $19.99. I paid a little bit more than that for him. Unfortunately, I do think I will pass on setting him up. He would be a really cool decoration to have, but I don't really want to pull him out, stuff him. I don't know that he has been unfolded, but with stuff like that, especially vinyl or anything that has to be foldable, see, I'm already having problems trying to put it back in the box. With anything like that, once you've unsealed it and moved it around, it's never going to go back in the box quite the same way. It's never going to fold up quite the same way. So with him, unfortunately, guys, there will be no setup video. And that's pretty much going to do it for today's video. That's everything we're going to be taking a look at. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for joining me. Love you all. Hope you're having a great Halloween season, and see you next time.